What's going on, guys? It's Greg from ECD, and we are back to fire up some more reviews. The lacrosse season is in full swing. College lacrosse has been awesome so far. We got our heads out, done with the release commercial and everything, so now it's time to swing back into some head reviews, and we missed some good ones during that little gap there. And one of those good ones was the whole Stringking Legend line of heads. This is a really cool line. There's actually 3 in it, and it's a really cool idea they have going on there. So a while ago I reviewed the Stringking Mark 1. And then I reviewed the Stringking Mark II V, and in that video I said that this was the successor to the Mark I. Turns out I was wrong and didn't know they were working on a real successor. So what you have here is a Legend line of heads that includes the Legend Junior, which is a $60 whole stick meant for youth players. Then we've got the Legend Intermediate, which is a $60 unstrung head meant for middle schoolers. And then we have the Legend Senior, which is a $70 head meant for high schoolers or a little bit older players. Let's break these down kind of one by one. Stringking has a lot of heads now. It can get a little confusing, so we'll just try and take them and break down for you, the attributes of each. So let's start with my favorite of the bunch. That is the Stringking Legend Junior. I guess the whole Legend line was named after John Grant Jr., and this is the Legend Junior, so that's kind of cool. Got both his names in it, but he's kind of considered the GOAT or the legend now that he's retired. So they kind of built the whole thing around him. And it's all their value line. So everything is meant to be at a value price point, good performance, good price, as compared to the Mark II line, which is up there at $90 in the higher end head price point. So the Junior is a really cool stick. It is a regular head, a little thinned out, a little bit wider, but meant for really easy catching and ground balls. Has a Type 3S pocket in it that comes pre-strung, and then has a smaller diameter shaft and also a shorter shaft for little guys that have little hands. So I can imagine this being a perfect first stick for a kid, really ages 9 and under. But honestly, it just feels really good. It's like a really fun fiddle stick. It's strung well, it's gonna throw well. Overall, one of the best offerings for really young kids, even like guys older like me can really enjoy it just to mess around in the backyard with, or parents to play with their kids with. It's just a really fun size that you could even use a fiddle stick if you want to. So this is $60, and it's a really, really fun product, and also a great one for kids learning how to play. So then we're going to move up to the Intermediate and the Senior. So got a little cheat sheet here so I can keep everything straight. So the Legend Intermediate is 4.5 ounces. That is light. You can clearly see it is very thinned out in a lot of places. Not meant for your biggest, strongest guys. In the Legend from the Mark I, they took away a strut, kind of streamlined everything, and also added some upgrades like the locking bolt, 29 stringing holes, but kept stuff like the Great Scoop. It's got a slightly more pinch face shape. So this is going to be a little more flimsy and very, very light. So for your middle school players who are maybe second or third stick, and this is the one that's going to come on their $100 complete stick, which they've really become known for. So you're going to get the middle offering on the $100 stick, or you can just get the head for $60. It's a clean looking head. It's simple, and it's going to work well for your younger, not too big guys. And then finally, we're going to get into the Legend Senior. This is the one meant for high schoolers, and is also the most similar to the Mark I. Same design overall, 2 struts. Basically, the only thing they changed is they made it much beefier. So this weighs in at 5.2 ounces, which according to our scales is actually heavier than the Mark I, and it is very, very stiff. And so it's a solid offering for older kids, kind of all positions. It's going to be stiff, it's going to hold up well, and has all the same attributes from the other Legends. So a really great offering there, especially for $70. It's a pretty solid deal, and the complete 2 with it is $150. So all around a good deal there for what's going to be just a solid, dependable, sturdy head. So the only thing that I find a little odd with their line is how similar the cheaper priced heads are to their high-end Mark II line. If you're comparing the 2V to the Legend Senior, you'd be hard pressed to find too many differences. They've all got the 29 string holes, a slightly different throat design, but both have the locking bolt. You get the same ball stop, the scoop seems almost identical, the offset, the bottom rail, the pinch, it all seems almost identical. This is just a little lighter, but also a little less stiff in the Mark II. So it can all get a little muddled and confusing, and I think that for the extra $20, I would probably just go for the Legend Senior maybe instead of the Mark II V. since for almost 90% of players are going to be pretty much the exact same thing if you don't mind a little bit of a heavier head. So a little confusing there, but overall their value price line, the Legend, great stuff for players getting into the game if you're not ready to step up to that high elite level head. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know which one of these three is your favorite. Mine, obviously, going with the Legend Junior Stick. This will be fun to play around with in the warehouse. But thanks for watching, guys. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.